In the world of Dragon Ball, there are a lot of great fights, as well as a lot of great what-if fights that one can create. In this video, we're going to explore some what-if fights that could have happened in the series. So, like, this won't be like a what-if fight, like what if Cell fought Broly, but more of like a canon what-if, like, like what if Piccolo fought Vegeta, like after Namek or like something like that. So, I have 5 fights in mind that I thought that, would have been cool to see, as well as a couple of honorable mentions. So I'll just be listing them off in no particular order. So starting off first, I have Kami and Goku's body versus Piccolo in the World Tournament. So originally, Kami took over a regular human's body, and he put up a decent fight, in his condition against Piccolo, in my opinion. Also, thinking about it, he made it pretty far in a regular human's body, even beating some strong opponents from the series. And, it had me wondering, like, what if Kami told Goku that, he could do this, and he still had Goku train like how he was training, and then he took over Goku's body in order to defeat Piccolo? I really don't think that this is too far-fetched, because, Kami wanted to seal Piccolo, and he knew that Piccolo was going to be a strong opponent, even if Goku trained the way he did, and there's no guarantee that he would come out victorious. And it's like, with the power boost Kami gave a regular human with no fighting experience, I can only imagine what he would do with a strong vessel like Goku in a scenario fight against Piccolo. Even if Piccolo did reverse the Mafuba, Goku would just regain consciousness of his body, and he could, still fight using his own fighting style against Piccolo. Overall, I think that, this would have been a cool concept to explore in the series. The next fight I have on my list is Goku and Vegeta against Jason Berter. I remember when I was younger watching the anime DVDs with my brother, I was hyped to see how this fight would play out. You have a stronger Goku, a Zenkai cheesing Vegeta, who will fight against, a solid duo as well. The only time that we saw Goku fight with somebody was with Piccolo. And if you watched or read the original Dragon Ball manga or series, you would have been hyped for that match, because these are the 2 strongest warriors on earth going against Raditz. So it's like, man, like, this is hype. This, I feel like this would have been cool to see, just how they would have worked together, especially since Vegeta offered Goku an opportunity to join him once he killed Nappa and Goku refused. And I think that it would have been some cool foreshadowing for the series later on, having them work together to achieve the ultimate power that Whis was implying later on in the series. The next fight I have on my list is Goku versus future Trunks when Trunks arrived on Earth. So, originally, Trunks was just in awe of Goku. But Goku was like, Trunks was not really trying. He didn't have like any killer intent behind his swings. I think that it would have been like really cool to see them both go all out, so Goku could show off his new Super Saiyan power mastery, and Trunks can see the legend of Goku, as well as judge how valuable he thinks that Goku would really be against that androids. I think after the fight, it would have been cool to see Trunks talk to Goku about how Gohan and his mother were right about him, and how powerful he is, and how amazing Goku is, and just, keep talking and hyping him up, like, everything that, they said about you is true, like, I really can't believe it. And then Goku just, adding more confidence to Trunks, saying, I'm going to continue training and continue to get stronger, because I know I can get stronger, and I just want to be the best version of myself I could be. I think that it would have also been cool to see the interactions from their peers, just in awe of 2 Super Saiyans fighting each other at full power. They could have also had like a cameo of Dr. Gero spying on them with this bug to give a reason why the androids got so powerful after analyzing that fight, but I know that would just kind of change the series and have them know about Super Saiyan, so they don't have to put that in there. But all in all, I think this would have been a great fight to see, because Trunks' battle experience is mainly against the androids, and with him sparring with Gohan, and then kind of like I said earlier, Gohan would probably talk to Trunks about hey, if my dad was here, my dad this, my dad that, so Trunks can really see this Goku, and then we get to see the new techniques that Goku learned from Yardrat, and also his mastery of Super Saiyan. So now we get to fight number 4. The fourth fight I have is Majin Vegeta versus a Gohan. Now, you're going to have to hear me out with this one. So the way that I have this story, it takes place in two different ways, right? So scenario one is that when Vegeta is Majin and he, sends his ki blast at the crowd at the world tournament, and he states that he wants to fight Goku after he kills those people, Gohan would then get angry and state that he will fight Vegeta and that all of this is his fault. So basically, he'd be like, the people that got killed, it's because of me. He went Majin because of me. I should have been training. He just filled with just all this regret because he didn't defeat Daburo quick enough. So he would just feel like, it's all his fault, and he's going to fight Vegeta because, he needs to make things right. I would then have Gohan power up to reach the power equal to or a little beyond the power that he had against Cell. And then I would have him fight Vegeta at the World Tournament stage, just so, their families can see what's going on. I'll have Gohan screaming that, if he wants, if Vegeta wants to fight Goku, he'll have to get through him. So Gohan will be very adamant, like, no, your fight is with me. He'll rush Vegeta, he'll fight Vegeta, he'll power up, and it'll just be a Gohan versus Vegeta fight, kind of with everybody watching. So, I'll also have the Supreme Kai state that fighting would only awaken Boo's power, and then Gohan just kind of stating, well, it looks like I'll just have to get serious, and I'll have to finish him off. I was originally thinking of, having like Goku and Gohan fight Majin Vegeta, but, as we know, the Saiyans really aren't into like jumping. They're more into like one-on-one fades. And so that's kind of like how I would have like the story kind of start off with that. You can use your own headcanon to come up with a conclusion about, what that would do to the rest of the story. Because, I was just doing like scenarios, not really a rewrite. But if you think that this would be a cool rewrite to do, you could just let me know and I could rewrite it, and, it would be interesting to explore. Scenario 2 is the situation where, Vegeta, like everything kind of plays out normal. Vegeta and Goku are fighting, but Vegeta ends up defeating Goku or, knocking him unconscious, And then he goes to where Babidi, Gohan, and the rest of them are. Goku's not really dead, he just got knocked out by Vegeta or whatever, right? So like Vegeta won. I would have Gohan be like, oh, where's my father? And then, have Vegeta say something slick like, oh, I'm not sure, but, if I had to guess, probably not too good. I would have Gohan go into a fit of rage because he can't sense his father's ki. And I would have this scenario run to where Boo is not fully awakened yet. And Gohan, loses his mind, powers up again, and decides to fight Vegeta. And in the end, Boo would be awakened. And then we just see how the story plays out from there. So it would just be, Gohan fights Majin Vegeta, and then afterwards Boo gets awakened. And then, all in all, in the end for that one, I feel like, we would have to have Goku wake up and kind of everything plays out. But just whoever you think would win between Gohan and Majin Vegeta, you have them kind of fight against Boo, and then kind of, Goku just does, his regular thing. Now, the last one, I feel like everybody would say that they would want to see this, is really any form of a Super Saiyan Blue versus a Beerus. We never really got to see Beerus fight again or see like how strong he is. We're just told that, no matter how strong Goku and Vegeta get, no matter how much they power up, no matter what they do, there's still no match for Beerus, no matter what, At first, I accepted it, but later on, I'm just like, how can that be when they fought all these strong opponents, surpassed every level of like when they fought Beerus, originally, but for some reason, there's still no match? Like, I just don't think that really makes sense. I feel like this would be great to see, especially, seeing them at their like highest level of God Ki, fighting against, a god of destruction, So yeah, so that was my 5. Some honorable mentions that I had were Frieza versus the Universe 6 Saiyans in the Tournament of Power, as well as Vegeta versus Broly in the Second Coming movie. I think it would have been cool to see Frieza fight against the other Saiyans and explain how he used to like have them enslaved and the history of him and the Saiyans, and then, you know, just have the Universe 6 Saiyans just try to deal with him and his power, and then just have Frieza be the reason why, like, each of them kind of, like, awaken a new power. And then, you know, he, like, Frieza comes to a realization, like, man, like, all these monkeys that I keep fighting against, you know, they always awaken some type of form, you know, or whatever. And then with the Vegeta, in the Broly Second Coming movie, I think it would have been nice to see him just come back and help fight against Broly with, like, the new power that he gained. And then you would just see the power of, like, 2 pure Saiyans just fighting to the death, just having, like, a slugfest. He could either, like, get the win and it would be just a good W for him against a powerful warrior, or you could just have it just be like, okay, like, he's just coming to help out the fight, and then you could just have it end like how it ended originally, but, you know, he just steps in to help out. So yeah, so hope whoever, you know, watched the video enjoyed it. If you have any fights that you think would have been cool to see, please list them in the comment section. And yeah, that's about it.